What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having an incredible day. Let's dive right in. The SRK had a massive pullback. A lot of people that were in this chart are asking me, what's it going to do? And I cannot speculate what it's going to do because I don't know the future. But judging on the past, this chart likes to do this chart is very predictable in a lot of sense that it goes through periods of what I call grinding, where it'll just kind of move sideways, slightly down, and it doesn't do much. And this, I think, frustrates a lot of people. When I started trading this chart back here, we had the course of 12 days where it just went sideways, didn't really do anything. It just went back, and that's kind of good areas to kind of build profits because you can buy low, sell high, and it's pretty predictable. But so what it's doing right now is we had this massive run up, and what I think it's doing is it's really found solid base right there, solid support, as I like to call it. And you got to remember that if you put this thing to the 4 hours, it's really kind of this last peak so this last peak, which was resistance, right? It ran up, came back down, and then it finally busted this, came back down. So it's found support down here. So the likelihood of it cracking down and going further than here is unlikely. But however, you do have to prepare for that because the unlikely does happen in crypto. So we know we have buys set to be able to buy if it does panic, all the way down, which it might do. I don't know. It can. It's possible. Is it probable? Probably not. But I think we'll most likely see is kind of a repeat of what happened last time, where it runs up, it kind of consolidates a little higher, it grinds back and forth for a little bit. And then we're off business as usual, and we're gonna, I think, retouch this previous high of around the sevens. So that's if I had to speculate, that's what I would speculate and say. One thing you have to remember. Here's the deal. So when people are hodling, they can be easily shaken. So what I mean by that is every time Bitcoin crashes, okay, the people selling are selling, and guess who's buying? The big money, the whales. They are always buying the dips. So they shake the trees when the trees get shaken. All markets are manipulated. Is this market manipulated? I'll get into it. I don't know. But when the trees get shaken, the market crashes. People who are noobs, for lack of better words, they sell. And they sell into the smart money, the big money, the people that know what's going on, the 1% of people trading. The majority of people trading over here don't know what they're doing. It just is what it is. A very few traders over here probably actually know what they're doing. They're buying the panics. They're selling into the greed, and it's rinse and repeat, right? Because here's the deal: when this market is going up, the sentiment is so much different. Like it's so much different. It's a sense of euphoria. It's going up, and then you check your chart today, and it went up again, and then it doubled, and it went up, and so nobody wants to sell then. Nobody wants to, why would you want to sell when you're on the rocket ship? And what people fail to realize is that nothing goes straight up. Nothing goes straight up. I read this thing on Reddit. This guy said, "Oh wow, the traders destroyed our market on SRK," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Well, the traders destroyed the market because they're speculating it, and now it's not going to go to the moon. And I'm like, that's insane. There might be some manipulation in this, sure, but traders aren't destroying this chart. They're profiting off of it, right? They're just positioning themselves to make money when everybody else is panic selling. That's it. That's all it is. They sell when you're buying, not but they buy when the dumb money is selling, and they sell when the dumb money is buying. Basically, that at the end of the day, it's really that simple. However, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. So what I'm doing is I'm buying this dip. That's what I'm doing. Plain and simple. I'm layered down, and if it drops more, I'll buy more. I'm buying the dip, and that's that's really it. I bought this dip, and it's working out. We're going back up. We're going to be able to have our first couple of sales, and we're going to be able to make money on this chart. So I buy dips, and I sell when it's green. So I sell when people are FOMOing in and they're buying this market up. That's when I start selling. So when we were going up here, I was selling a little bit of time, Guess what? My account is just the same as it was, right? As we went over here. It's actually higher now, right? Higher, even though we crashed, because I'm selling into the greed and buying into the fear. I'm selling into the greed. I'm buying into the fear. And it's difficult to do that because when it's going up, it's euphoric. It's very euphoric. Even for like a seasoned trader like myself, like it's euphoric. You want to just hold on and hold on. But you know that if you do that, it's going to topple over, and you're going to wish you took some profits, right? How are we going to get the Lambo? You got to sell. You got to take profits. What are you going to buy the Lambo with? You can't buy it with Bitcoin. I mean, not yet, right? So, but at least you got to take profits and put them in Ethereum or Bitcoin if they take that. I don't know, but point is, you have to know when you're going to sell. You have to know what you're going to sell into, and because charts don't go up forever. Nothing goes up forever. But that's my plan on SRK. That's kind of what I'm doing. And 2 coins that I think are low cap and doing pretty well. We're not doing well, but I mean, I would look into them. I looked into this chart already. I'm going to start trading it. ENQ. It's on KuCoin. It has a $2 million market cap and a relatively low supply of 92 million circulating supply. And yeah, that's an extreme. That's what they call micro cap. It's under 10 million coins. But I looked at the website, and they basically made it possible where you can stake from your phone. So you can start mining, I guess, mining or staking from your phone. So they're doing a relatively new thing, which is super cool. So I'm going to start trading it, look into it. Like I said, I don't spend any of my money on coins. I trade and I keep free coins, and that's kind of what I do. All right, so DMM, Governance Dynamic, DMG, higher market cap. This isn't a micro cap, but still under 100 million for those of you that are interested. This is a DeFi project, and I was looking on their website when I was doing my own research, and I found out that Tim Draper is an investor in this project. So, he's been a long-term perma bull. He's bought the government seizure of Bitcoin from the Silk Road back in the day. And yeah, he's been preaching Bitcoin ever since. So to see him in this project is kind of cool. It's a DeFi project. They have a website where you can exchange money back and forth. Anyway, that about does it. I'm building my own crypto staking pool. So that'll be up and running, and people will be able to stake coins with me. At this point, the upside potential. So basically, the markets are in a bubble. The Fed's going to buy everything, pump everything up higher. It's a casino. It's a ticking time bomb. Is the market going to come down? I don't know. Anytime it tries to do correction, the Fed pumps more money into it. So, we're entering infinity QE. So I think this is extremely bullish for Bitcoin. Hold on, because the rocket ship is getting fired up right now. What I think we saw, I think it was a hiccup, like a little minor like burp on the radar. I think when we really launch off, people are going to be surprised at how fast and how far this thing actually goes. Anyway, make sure to subscribe to hit the subscribe button, notification bell if you like this kind of content. I'm going to hop off here and get back to trading. I'll talk to y'all later.